Hello everyone. I personally cannot believe that I'm doing this, but I'm going to do it for my friend. I already had one test that turned out badly because I realized I needed 8 villagers as the Britons to fully take a boar back to the base. So the argument that I have been proposed, or has proposed to me, is that sending 8 villagers, walking out to the boar and gathering it there fully, then walking back to the base is better than luring. I know what you're thinking. But I'm going to do it anyways. Just because. Because it's Tuesday. It's my early day. I'm going to make this video. So now we have 8 villagers. I'm not going to create any more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to gather 4 sheep and the 2 boar. And we're going to see which timer is lower. We're going to have the clock running, game time clock. And we're also going to we're going to look at the food. See what food count is higher. Because we're going to have like the decomposition time as well involved with this, I believe. So let's just test this. This is the Britain sieve. So we're just going to get those sheep going.
Yes.
This will be the standard boar lore.
Yes, gatherer.
Getting everybody on sheep. And I'm pretty sure I know where the boars are, so I'm just going to mark them with my scout. I'm not going to use my scout or anything to lure them or anything like that. I'm just going to do a classic boar lore without any fanciness. There's also no loom, but I'm not online or anything, so this should go okay.
Gatherer.
And I know normally you're not gathering from a sheep with 8 villagers, but just go along with this for now. I know this is really kind of unplanned and hectic, but just hang with me. Let's see what happens. All right, on to 3rd sheep now. Actually, I should have been luring. I'm like talking, but I think we'll be okay. We're gonna lure. Get to work, son. Son. Hopefully I can get him back. Get the boar a 2nd shot. Okay, so we're gonna have some bad decomposition time, or food loss because of this. Because now I'm gonna be taking from a sheep and a boar at the same time, which you don't really want to be doing unless you got the villagers. So let's gather that sheep up quick, and then we'll just move over to the boar. As you can see, switching them between the two does not lose their food, by the way. That was a problem I used to realize. I think that was how it was. It's just they switched it. So now you don't lose the resource when you're switching between the same like product. Right. What are we on? So about like 120 food. I'm gonna send him out. And we'll send this guy. Actually, we'll send him. So if you switch from boar to a tree, then yes, you'll lose it. All right. So probably send him out a little early, but that's okay. Better early than late in most situations. And that'll just take practice. Game time is about 4 minutes. So far. And shoot. Oh boy. That was almost bad. Okay. A little farther than I wanted to. Bad boar lure. Longer walking distance. Almost lost a villager. Which is one thing. If you're losing a villager while you're doing this, automatically, granted, it's better to do it the Jared way. One thing you should know is that if you have resources and you build a building, a gathering point building, that all those resources will automatically go to your bank. So you can save walking time in that instance, which is something that I did not know before. So let's say you just lured a boar and you want to build a mill for berries. Go ahead. Don't even bother walking back to the town center. Just build that mill. Automatically drops off as soon as it's built. As long as they were involved in the building process. As long as they laid a pinky finger on the building, it's done. All right, so down. Almost done. Kaboom. Okay. So we got 6 minutes and 6 seconds game time. Oh, wait. All the food is not counted for. Let's see. Get it all in there.
Hunter.
Get it in, son. Okay. So 6:12. 6:12 game time. Write that down. I'll forget it. And we got 9:40 food. So now we're going to do it the Jared way. So let's restart this. Okay. Get over here, sheep. Let's go. Let's go.
Yay.
So same
Yay.
exact thing. We're going to do it all over again. Wasting my life.
Gatherer.
Yeah, your scout. Go locate. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to gather each sheep. Then I'm going to go gather the 2 boars. We'll look at the food count. And we'll look at the time. Hey, don't mess with my toothpicks. I'm going to gather from my cat. All 1 food.
Mandatum.
Alright, I'm going to put a couple in there. I think maybe.
Ready.
Probably going to lose some decomposition time, but I think it'd be faster than having them run around. Going for speed here is the main thing. And we'll just put you right in the middle. Alright, I'm going to grab that last one. Grab that last one. So this part will go faster because we don't have the villager walking time. And we'll go take the top one first. We're almost done with that sheep. Alright, good.
Yay.
Just make sure none of you have any food on you. It looks like everyone dropped it off, so that's good.
Mandatum.
Even when you're doing this, always bring the 1 villager back. Because then you could do a miniature lure. So I'll give Jared a bonus by doing that. That prevents them from dying, and it gives them just a little bit closer towards the town center. So instead of taking it by this tree, I give them a few feet. So that'll help walking 2 distance and walking back distance. I know the excitement. So much excitement.
Cretan. Ready.
So we're losing 20 food. So we did need 9 villagers actually. So I'm going to send 1 back there to get it.
Correct.
And then the rest of you are going to drop off, go to the next boar.
Hunter.
So if you're using 9 villagers, that means there's 1 villager that's not carrying the full amount back with him.
Cretan.
So you could say, Nate, you should have used more villagers.
Hunter.
And I say that that's pointless because I forget how much she brought back or didn't bring back, but it wasn't enough. So there's another 20 food sitting there, and they carry like 32 food. So you could have done it with a goth player, but I refuse to do this again, so if you want, you can do it. Alright. So he's just hitting my time now. Which is, not bad. I thought it would have been worse. Alright, they're moving in. We're gonna have the
Mandatum.
little bit of food left here. So go, boys, go. Alright, the rest is
Correctus.
coming in.
Mandatum, yay.
Alright.
Here's the tale of Jared and Steve. See, fought with strength, but Jared with me. And all we tried to no avail. Steve's the devil, and he will not fail.
Okay. So what we see now is the 9 villagers. One problem they had is they couldn't always fit around the sheep, which is annoying. But this, between the 9, because there's an extra villager gathering from each of them, there's less of a decay rate on the boar. So that's better. You get more food out of it. One problem is you'd have to send more villagers. So you got another one that's not on the boar. So it's easier to have 9 on a boar underneath your town center. So you're going to get a lot more food from it if they're gathering it really fast. So I would suggest that in the future, even if you lure, if you don't lure. And one more thing to point out is, I always try to do this, is I'll take a villager that's closest to the boar. Like, let's say I was building a house, or I built a mill or a barracks or something. Sometimes I'll just build them in the direction of the boar to lure it later. And then you're not really wasting time because that villager's out there anyways. You might as well go get that boar while he's there. Bring it back to the town center. And I think that's maybe how the boar lore originated, or wherever it came from. But as we can see, even with 9 villagers, 8 does better, but it's losing 35 food, which is almost the price of a villager. But time is more important than villagers. So take what you will from this. That's all I got for you.